Hi, Janine Eby here, and I would like to share some information about one of my favorite doTERRA products. And if you know me, that's a pretty hard thing. I've just got a couple of things banging around right here beside me, my trusty oils. And yeah, today we're going to talk about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And before I begin, we've been talking for years now about how our food has less nutrients in it than ever before. And if you're like me, it's pretty easy to sometimes think, oh yeah, I'll worry about my diet and when I'm eating and take care of myself tomorrow. I'm kind of busy right now. And we're not doing ourselves any favors when we do that. I was listening to the Empowered Life series the other day, and it really struck me and has really stuck with me when one of the girls on it said something like, your body's on a budget and all it has to use is what's in the account. That is a true story. And I'm waking up every day and, remembering that and being a lot more mindful of what I'm doing for myself, for my well-being. And as you know, when it comes to supplements and vitamins, there is a lot of science behind this. I am not an expert at the science. I am not a scientist, so I'll share what I know and some of my experience. And just when we're looking at investing, because it is an investment in yourself when you're supplementing and taking care of yourself, and you really want to make sure that you're using something that's your body's going to recognize as food and be able to absorb it and clear it, and not something synthetic. And in fact, this is where the Lifelong Vitality Pack really delivers, and it's been shown to have a very high absorption rate in actual blood work studies, which is amazing for all of us who like to see the proof. And doTERRA also takes great care to source the right amounts and the right forms of ingredients. Like, I had no idea there were so many different kinds of vitamin E, for example. They do not fairy dust. Fairy dust means just putting enough of ingredient in a product just to be able to include it on the label. doTERRA does not do this. They, again, make sure they have the right amounts and the right forms, and so our body can easily absorb and use these. So in the Lifelong Vitality Pack, there's actually 3 bottles, and I'm going to start. I don't know if I can show you all 3. There are 3. There's a lot here. A lot of goodness right here. And I'm going to just start by talking about the, it's going to be backwards maybe, the Plex BMZ. And it's actually a food nutrient formula of bioavailable vitamins and minerals. And the Lifelong Vitality Pack has whole food macro and micronutrients in it that are very highly absorbable. And some of the micronutrients that they use are things like real food, kale, kelp, cabbage, spinach, Brussels sprouts, that good green stuff that our bodies need more of to stay healthy. And I don't know about you, I love the green stuff when I make it and I eat it. It's delicious, but I tend to not always go for that kind of stuff all the time. So, and another important thing too is that doTERRA, these vegetables that they use, they make sure that they're ripened and they're picked at the exact time that they should be, and not ripened in a warehouse. And when they're processed, they're actually flash frozen. And this is really important because these micronutrients are required for enzymatic processes. So doTERRA uses a process where these ingredients are loose packed to maintain good bacteria and digestive enzymes, which our bodies require. So when you think about, let's just say the vitamins in the tablets, they might just be 1 pill that you take, and they're a hard 1 pill form. Those are all packed in tight. And to do that, you have to, I'm not into the science of all this, but it requires a heating process. And when that happens, all the value of micronutrients are lost. And so many kinds of those supplements never get broken down in our bodies, let alone even absorbed. So that's why a lot of people find they don't really work and don't notice the difference. And that's what sets doTERRA apart. So, and the second bottle I want to talk about is this Alpha CRS. And this is the one that will actually make you feel the difference. It's our cell support. So cells are the basic building blocks of all life. And the Alpha CRS will assist with cellular energy, decreasing inflammation, immune function. It'll support mental clarity and brain function, and it provides antioxidants. Antioxidants stop deterioration and damage, which translates into slowing down the aging process, which is probably something most of us would like to enjoy. So the third part of the Lifelong Vitality Pack is the Omega, and that's our Omega Complex. And it's a blend of certified pure therapeutic grade oils, as well as marine and land sourced omega fatty acids. So our bodies require these omega fatty acids to support our joints, our cardiovascular systems, our brains, and our immune systems, healthy skin, and the list goes on. So when it comes to the fatty acids, doTERRA also ensures a safe products here. There is a huge issue with toxicity when it comes to sourcing, and all the marine sources are tested for toxins and heavy metals. So as I mentioned also inside this complex, there's also 9 certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils in that too. So what that does is help support us physically and emotionally in so many ways. They can actually be uplifting when taken that internally, and they support so many things I can't even begin to say. I'll just mention one. Clove oil is one of the 9 oils, and clove oil by far is the highest antioxidant on the planet. So it's maybe something that you'd like to use, and it'll help slow down the damage and the deterioration that occurs just by living every day. So all of this makes the Lifelong Vitality Pack very potent. And in fact, so potent, it's advised to start taking half the recommended dose and work your way to the full dose over a month or so. So the full dose is 2 of each of those tablets out of the bottles I showed you twice a day. So it's a lot of pills to take. But as I know, you'll either be taking one kind of pill or the other. So the choice is up to you. And I myself would prefer to support my body naturally and to, give it the best that it can get to function the best possible. So remember too, when you're opening up your bottles and you're taking all the tablets and thinking how many you have to swallow, just remember that loose packed process. And that's why there's so many parts, and that's why the supplements work so well. That's one of the reasons anyway. And they also have a built-in natural tummy tamer for those tummies that are sensitive to supplements as well. So if you're one of those people who have tended to shy away because they upset your tummy when you take them, give them a try. See how they work for you. So my experience, it's not surprising. I started taking the supplements 5 years ago when I first became a customer of doTERRA's. And it wasn't until Dr. Marissa, it was about 2 or 3 months in, and she asked me, so have you noticed any difference yet? And when I stopped and thought about it, it's something pretty huge. But until she asked me, I didn't realize I had suffered from free-floating anxiety for years and just lived with it, didn't really know where it came from. I'm sort of an anxious person, not sort of, I am. So yeah, I noticed that after using it, that my anxiety had disappeared, which is phenomenal, amazing. Words can't describe when you live with it every day. And other people, other people find they sleep better, they have less pain, they've got more energy. So the supplements work, they're amazing. You got to just try them yourself. Don't listen to me. Prove it to yourself. So, so this is a reason why doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack is their #1 selling product. And when you take it consistently, that being the key, they don't work when they're inside the bottles, and you'll begin to notice the difference in your well-being, and you won't want to be without it. It even comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it risk-free. And if you know me personally, you'll know how much I love using my essential oils every day to support my physical and emotional health. I usually have a bottle or two right beside me, and I use them consistently, and I feel so much better doing that. So my belief, I'm just trying to impart my belief in the quality and the benefits of using the Lifelong Vitality Pack is so strong that I would just suggest, if you were to choose just one doTERRA product to try for yourself to benefit your own well-being, then it would be to start with the Lifelong Vitality Pack and just see for yourself.